Hey everyone, thought I'd do a video, and today I am going to be telling you what I am going to be reading in the month of July. Alright, so one of the popular things in BookTube are book jars, which is where you write down the book that you want to read next, or what you want to read in a certain amount of time, and you put it in a jar, and then you just draw one whenever you feel like it. So I've actually done this before, and I'll show you right here. This is my little book jar that I decided to put all my unread books in, and it's a little bit intimidating because I have so many. So I've only used this jar once in the entire time that I've had a book jar. So I've actually haven't been using this as much as I think I should. So what I decided to do is I wanted to make a book jar for summer. So what I did was I got a more colorful green, my favorite color of all time. But anyways, I decided to get a more colorful jar and fill it with colorful slips of paper. And I'm going to pull some out for the last 2 months of summer. Alright, so the reason why I am sort of doing this is because I sort of know what I want to read, and I feel like this might help a little bit with me reading a little bit faster, knowing what sort of books I have to read in a certain time period, I guess. So I've put down a lot of different books in here. I've put about 9 slips in here, which doesn't seem very much, but the thing is, a lot of them have series in it. And I want to try to read those series, but I'm not sure because altogether with the 9 slips, it would take 19 books. I would have to read 19 books in the rest of the summer, which is 2 months. And I don't know if I'd be able to do it because the most I've read in a month was about 8 books, I believe. And the reason being that there was a readathon that came up recently, and I read 8 books in 1 month. 4 books in the readathon and 4 books that was not in the readathon. So I'm a little bit nervous about doing this, but I'm also really excited because I'm hoping that this is gonna work. I'm hoping that this is gonna work because it's a smaller, more compact amount of slips than this. So I'm hoping that this will help, and hopefully if it does, I might do another book jar once summer is over for the rest of 2014. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be pulling out 5 out of the 9 strips for this month because I'm going to be in another readathon this month, which is the Booktubeathon. I've been in the first Booktubeathon, and it was my first readathon ever, and I was so excited. And I'm so excited to do this readathon again because it was so much fun last year, and I know it's going to be just as much fun this year. So yeah, that's the reason why I decided to pull 5 out of the 9 strips so that there will be 4 strips for next month, so it doesn't seem as much, I guess. So that's what I'm going to do, and actually I'm going to pull 2 strips out right now that I know I'm going to read because there's 2 reasons for the 2 books. The first one being that I've already started reading one of the books in this jar already, and that one is Monsters of Men by Patrick Ness. Now I already started this book back in June, and I was hoping to finish this last book before June was over, but that sort of didn't happen because I can't read very fast, and this book is a little bit intimidating because it is 600 pages and I've only read about 150, I think. So I want to finish this month because it's so good right now and I need to read it. So the second book I'm going to be pulling out is called TBR Summer by Alyson Noel. Now the reason being why I decided that I wanted to pull this specific book out was because last summer was when I bought this, hoping to read it last summer, and I didn't. And I've been hyping myself up lately to read this book, and I feel like if I don't read it soon, that I will not read it for the rest of the summer, even if I pick it out in August. So that is the reason why I decided to pick this up. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be reading this month. Another reason why I decided to pull this specific book out is because I'm a little bit intimidated by this book because there are 2 books in this book. So, I don't know why I'm intimidated by it. It's a little bit thick, but inside it says there are about 220 pages altogether in this one book, which isn't that much, but it is still fairly thick. I don't know what it is, but it's a little bit intimidating to me. I'm not sure why, but it is. On top of that, it is contemporary, and I usually psych myself out of contemporary. Both of the books are contemporary. So yeah, I'm hoping to read this month. Probably right after Monsters of Men, because like I said, I've been hyping myself up and I need to read this book soon, otherwise I might psych myself out of it. Alright, so like I said, I was going to be pulling 5 out of here, so I've already pulled out 2, so there's 3 more left, so let's get right into that. Mix them up. Gotta look away. Can't even look in the camera because I have like a little picture thing there and I might cheat, so... Alright, so the book that I pulled out is 1984. I'm so excited because this book is so good. It's a dystopian and it's sort of like older, I guess, but at the same time it's so good. I remember reading this. This is actually the only reread in this whole book jar. So yeah, that's the reason why, is because it's so good and it's only one book. And this is what it looks like. It's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. I really love this cover. And I like how creepy it is because there's just an eye there. And it's, I don't know, it's just really creepy. It's a really, really good dystopian read. Alright, so let's pull 2 more out of this bad boy here. Alright. Ooh. I've actually been hoping that I would pull this one out, but it's Insurgent. So, I've actually read the first one, Divergent, so I want to read Insurgent and Allegiant, which is what I'm going to do now because I pulled it out, and it's such a good series so far. I am a little bit intimidated by the Insurgent book because I tried to read it before, and I sort of psyched myself out of it, I guess, because so many people were saying stuff like it's slow. I don't know, I just sort of psyched myself out. So... now I get to read it. And this is what it looks like. It looks so good. I really like how in each one of these books they have like a little circle with a little symbol on it. It looks really good. And it's green. Green, guys. It's green. And I just wanted to show the last book in that series too, just in case you guys haven't seen it yet. But I'm pretty sure all of you have, because this series, I feel like it's widely known and so many people are talking about it. So this is what the last book looks like, Allegiant, if you haven't seen it yet. If you haven't, then you guys need to get on this bandwagon because it's a really good series so far and I need to finish it like right now. Alright, so I'm going to be pulling out 1 more for the month of June. So let's take that last one out. It is 50 Shades Freed by E.L. James. Alright, so this book, I have been waiting to finish this last book for so long now. This is the 3rd book in the trilogy, and it's just so good. I believe I read the first 2 books sometime last year, and it was so good, and I wanted to space it out because they are pretty big books. They're about 500 pages each, but at the same time, they're so good, and I really need to figure out what happens, and I just need to do it like right now because I'm so excited for this book. This is also an adult book. It's one of the only adult books that I've read and liked. So yeah, it's just really good. I want to say it's a little bit revealing, I guess. It's a little bit, I don't remember how I explained this book before. I guess the one way to explain this is that it is an adult book, so just beware of that if you look into this book a little bit more, into this series. Alright, so those are all the books that I am planning to read this month. I'm so excited because I think many of these books are fairly bulky, but I sort of feel like I can do it at the same time. I don't know, but I'm just so excited about this, so excited because I'm hoping that I really, really can read a lot of this. And also, like I said, I think I got the bulk of it because all the other ones, I looked in the jar and all the other ones seem like really fast-paced books. So I think it's pretty good. it's a pretty good decision of what I picked out of the jar. Alright, so that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. So, bye!